about a hard-boiled detective as hard as a rock. Detective McCain was his name. He used to go around the streets. The streets were empty. Yeah, as empty as his heart. Wondered how the streets got so messy. Yeah, and how the crime got so big. Big in Crime City. That's what he wondered.
The hill's still 10 degrees. Yeah, 10 degrees of murder, alright.
Look for the murderer on the streets. But would he find him? Would he find him in time? That's the real question. Felt like no matter what road he took, it was the wrong road. Maybe the murderer was always one step ahead of him. Maybe he didn't know who he really was.
It was cold, alright. Colder than it's ever been. The face of the victim said all. He was dead, no coming back. Which cruel bastard would do this? It was a dummy in a city full of villains. A villain that will be caught.
The true Nancy rose at his grave. The rose symbolizes death. The death of him. The death of a city. The death of God.
I'll get him. No matter what it takes. No matter who he is. I'll find this killer. What do you think, Chief?
Chief said no. No, you won't find the killer. Not at all. He then proceeded to walk into his office like he did every other day to read the crime stats. The crime stats have gone so high, he didn't know what to do. Couldn't blame him though. His wife and his kid were just killed by a skier in a motorcycle accident. What way to go. He always drank his coffees black, just to remind him how black the killer's heart would be, how devious he would be, how of a murderer, crazed man, lunatic this person must be to have done such crime.
Here's your coffee, sir.
Thanks. Thanks for that, kid.
No matter how many paths or how many roads, he was never going to find the killer. It seemed.
I'll get him one way or another.
He found a lighter on the ground. His first clue. The clue to finding the killer. The clock had stopped. Stopped at 8:30, it seemed.
It seems like no matter where I look, Chief, in the sea of lies, in the sea of unjust, I won't find a killer.
Kane lit up his usual cigarette, wondering what the killer's at, wondering where he's at, wondering who he is, then realizing maybe he is the killer. Day dawned in Crime City. It's dawned, not for justice though.